Hey, check this out, man. I want to explain something. You know, uh, you know, Freemasonry and Christianity does not coincide with each other. I'm gonna tell you the reason why. Because as I said in my last video, you know, I talked about the basic, the main principle of being a Freemason. And being a Freemason, you have to believe in God. But however, that God does not have to be the God of the Bible. That God can be any God. That God can be the God of the Quran, the God of the Bible, the God of Krishna, Buddha, Allah, Odin, Zeus, or whatever God you believe in. The God of you can create a God of your own imagination, supreme being, whatever your divine consciousness, but you have to believe in a God. Um, well, like I said, I'm sorry, John chapter 14, verse 6, I got to stand on that. I'm sorry. John chapter 14, verse 6, Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life, and that no man gets to the Father except through the Son. I'm sorry. I do not compromise with anything that goes against that right there. All right. Jesus said, I am the way. When he says that, he means that. Okay. And as I said before, a lot of our founding fathers were all Freemasons. They were Freemasons and they had very diverse beliefs. Okay. I'm sorry. True Christians don't believe in diversity. Okay. Amongst all cultures. That's why I don't believe in this whole multiculturalism thing. Okay. I don't where people say you have to be respectful toward other people's beliefs. No, I don't. I don't have to be respectful toward other people's beliefs. I don't have to respect Hinduism. I don't have to respect paganism. I don't have to respect Buddhism. I don't have to respect Islam. Okay, because I'm sorry, those beliefs are contrary to they are contrary to the gospel. So I don't have to accept that stuff if I don't want to. Now I would respect that person as the individual, okay, as my neighbor, you know what I'm saying? Because Jesus said that we are to love our neighbors as we love ourselves, but I don't have to accept that person's belief. I'm sorry, I don't have to accept it. I don't have to respect it at all. I will boldly say I don't respect it because I know that they definitely not gonna respect my belief. So why should I respect theirs? You know what I'm saying? But I'll respect them as a person. You know what I'm saying? I definitely would show lots of respect to that person, but I would not respect their beliefs. Okay, if a person come to me, talking to me about a Ouija board or whatever, no, I don't have to respect that. I'm dang sure ain't gonna respect that. If a person come to me talking about some esoteric or tarot card reading and all that bull crap, talking about some zodiac sign, I'm sorry, I don't respect that at all. No, don't you come to me with that bull crap. The devil is a lie. All right. But no, I believe in Jesus Christ, and I strongly do believe. I may not, I may not act very Christ-like in my videos, but I do stand strong in my Christian beliefs, and I strongly do believe that you cannot believe in Jesus Christ and be a Freemason. I'm sorry, I just don't believe that. I don't believe that you can, because when you're getting involved with the Freemasons, you're compromising with a whole bunch of things that is completely contrary to the gospel. That's some dangerous territory to be stepping into. You know what I'm saying? If you're now, if you're not a Christian, I don't expect you to understand this. But if you are a Christian and you're a Christian, you're involved with politics. Listen, I'll tell you, I'm sorry, that Freemason stuff is very demonic. It's very demonic. I take it back. It's not necessarily demonic, but it compromises with things that the Freemasons compromise with a lot of beliefs that are very demonic. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sorry, I don't. Like I said, you had people like Thomas Jefferson who sit up here and called himself a Christian, but then he sits up here and say that he just doesn't. He believes in Jesus, but he does not believe in the divine nature of Jesus Christ. He does not believe that Jesus was God and that he's the Son of God. He didn't even believe none of the miracles that Jesus performed. He didn't believe in none of the stuff. He didn't believe in. He just basically he had a Bible written in his own name. You know what I'm saying? He actually had a Bible written in his own name. He just basically believed in the basic principles of the Bible. If you actually look at the basic beliefs of the founding fathers, all the founding fathers, they didn't really believe in the power of the gospel. They didn't believe in the full totality of the gospel. They actually just believed, they just saw the Bible as a book of basic principles. That's how they saw the Bible. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm sorry, I actually believe in the power of God. I believe in the full power of God. I believe in the power of the Holy Ghost. I may not, again, I may not act very Christ like and talk very Christ like in my videos, but deep down, I'm a strong believer in God. I believe in Jesus, not just because of something that I've been taught, because I wasn't even raised Christian. You know what I'm saying? I've experienced the full power of God. I've tried it all. You know what I'm saying? I've tried it all. I've studied it all. I got into all the secular beliefs. I've actually had an encounter. Jesus had to show me that He's real. You know what I'm saying? That's how I know that Jesus Christ is real, because He reveals Himself to people, and that's how I know all those other beliefs are not of God. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say you cannot. I'm sorry, Freemasonry and Christianity, it just don't go together. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you have a movement sitting up here telling you that you can believe, you just doesn't matter what your religion is. If you believe in a higher power, that's all that matters. No, I'm sorry. That's no, nah. That goes against what John chapter 14 verse 6 says. Jesus said, "I am the way, the truth, and the life, and that no man comes to the Father except through the Son." So I'm gonna leave it at that. That's all I want to say.